Hey guys, I'm really excited because lately I've decided to try some handmade paints, and one of the companies I picked is Beam Paints. They're in Canada and they're an indigenous company, and the woman took over the company from her parents who were making paints, and they don't use any plastics. They use natural materials that are non-toxic. So it just sounds like a really wonderful company, and I just wanted to try them. The thing I picked is just really cute. So I already kind of opened it when I got it just to make sure it was what I ordered, but I haven't actually fully opened it. So that's the package, and my shipping information, like address labels, on the other side, so I'm not going to flip it over. So as you can see, I haven't opened it yet. And then this just says, thank you for supporting an indigenous family business. This is, what I purchased. And I get a cute sticker. I'm so excited about that. I'm going to put that on maybe a sketchbook or something. And then a free little sample. It's Topaz Lake. And it's such a pretty color. And it's a very nice, generous size sample too. So, okay, I'm going to open it and then I'll go ahead and swatch it. So I got this little palette. It's called like a cookie palette or something. Oh, the thing kind of comes off, but it's attached here. I don't know, I might detach it because it has the same kind of pattern here. So it's a birch panel from a birch tree, and I love birch trees. So, and then it has these little sample sized kind of paints in here. And I picked the Spectrum 11. It just seemed like it had a good range. It had a cool red and a warm red and a cool blue, a warm blue, and a yellow. So it seemed like it would be a good palette to try. And then these two colors seem really pretty. And then it has the Beam Paints logo stamped in the middle. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and, oh, it has it stamped on the back too. And then I was thinking too, like once you use that up, I don't think these little wells are very deep, so I don't know how long the paint's gonna last, but once you use it up, you can refill it. You can either buy refills on their website, or you can actually just refill it with your own tube paint. Maybe find a tube paint that's a similar color and refill it with that if you don't want to purchase it from their website. Next step is swatching. Oh, and really quick, I wanted to show you that I just couldn't help myself. It was just attached like by this tiny little area, and I just kind of went in and it just detached. I don't know, I might use this for something. You can cut it apart and use it as a trim on something. Here I was left with this little cookie without that thing hanging off, like still a little bit detached here, but the inner layer is actually nicer. Like this one has some kind of, I don't know, imperfection here, but the inner layer is much nicer actually. So if you get it like that, it's okay. You can just pull it off if you want. Just wanted to show you that really quick. Okay, I'm ready to do some swatching. So I went around and drew some little paint tubes because I thought it would be fun to swatch them all kind of going and combining in the middle and see how they all blend and flow together. And then I just put the little Beam logo on top. So I'm going to pre-wet them, I think. Just add some, hopefully I don't contaminate it too much. Just add some drops of water because I don't know how easily these activate. And I'm guessing the gold will be the hardest to activate, so we'll do that one last. Okay, so let's see how well this actually works. So I'm thinking this is strawberry. It's the red, the warm red. And I don't want to be too precise with it. And I think where it flows in the middle, I'll kind of make it wet, just so we can flow together better. And this is very nice Arches cold press paper. So it's 100% cotton. And like I said, I don't want to be too precise, and I don't want to disturb the paint by like going over it multiple times. So I'm just gonna let it kind of go. And I think towards the end, I will add a little bit more mass tone. And then I put all the words and lines in the middle, not just for details, but to see how transparent the paint is. to test opacity. I just thought this would be like more fun way to swatch things than the usual circles and whatever. It's looking pretty though. It's actually more vibrant somehow than I expected, because usually natural paint is sort of not that vibrant, so this is very nice. And I love the whole aesthetic of the birch panel. Like I said, birch trees are my favorite. There were a lot of them when I was growing up, and my grandfather used to take me, we'd go in the forest like mushroom hunting and stuff. So I have some very fond memories of forests. I'm not sure if I contaminated that with the orange, but no, it seems fine. This one's opaque. This is almost like a gouache. This is the peach. I like seeing the watercolors flow and blend. Looks really pretty. This is the fall poplar yellow. It's a really pretty, vibrant yellow. And I wanted to get some handmade watercolors and some natural looking, sort of natural made watercolors, so that I can work on like my book of shadows basically, and use these types of watercolors for it, like natural gemstones, naturally made ones, you know, things that are kind of closer to nature and more inspiring in their aesthetic. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to add the mask tone, but maybe it's not such a bad thing, because then I can go over it when it dries and add it more like as a second layer. Nope, that one's contaminated with the green. Let me get rid of the green. Okay. Oh, that one's really pretty. I like this robin's egg blue. And I like that green. It's almost like a green gold, but a little bit more on the green side. It's called spring green. And robin's egg blue. I really liked how that blended with the green. Look at that. Hope you guys can see all that pretty well. This is fun. I'm enjoying swatching it like this more. I have some other swatching ideas that I'm going to do in some other videos. Ooh, great ocean. I would say this one really reminds me of an ultramarine. Like a really bright, intense ultramarine. That's nice. I like how vibrant this page is coming out. Almost Night. Oh yeah. This palette is great because Almost Night is definitely like a phthalo blue, and Great Ocean is like an ultramarine. So you get a warm yellow, a warm blue here, and then a cool blue here. And then of course you get the warm and cool red, and then you get a nice warm yellow, and you don't get a cool yellow, but you can also make do without a cool yellow, so it's not that big of a deal. This lavender is pretty, and I got more of it than the other colors because it really sticks out, so that's nice. Oh, that one's feels like it got a little bit of the blue in it, and I don't mind the paint getting on the panel. I think that's part of the whole appeal of it, actually. At least to me, is that, you know, it's going to get rather colorful. This one is opaque as well. It really covered up they're really combining very nicely with each other. You guys see that? That's really pretty. And here comes the gold. Oh, it's already activated. And I'm not expecting gold to be transparent, but oh, it's transparent enough that you can see the writing, so that's good. That blended nicely. Oh, I forgot to activate this one. Just do that and activate it. And like I said, I'm gonna try to go around a little bit and add some mass stone in some of the areas by adding more paint. Seeing how intense I can get it. That's nice. And I already did that with the strawberry. A little bit of that peach. Like I said, I'm not too worried about there not being like a ton of paint here because it's more like a little sampler set, and then I can refill it with my own colors. But then I still get to keep this cute, really cute paint palette made out of birch. So that's kind of like the main thing I wanted. But I actually like the paint as well. The paint's really nice. So it's a win-win. And they do sell refills of this size that are obviously a bit cheaper than their bigger sizes, which are they call paint stones. Oh yeah, that's definitely an ultramarine. Look at how that granulates. I'll have to hold it up so you guys can see it better. That's really nice. You can see it right there. Whatever it mixed with, it made granulate as well. Let me blend it out a little bit. There we go. And then, oh, this one's already nice and dark over there. Wow. That's a nice phthalo blue. It's really intense, kind of how you'd expect it to be. So the colors are all behaving pretty much as I'd expect from, like, you know, based on my previous experiences with what I'm assuming these colors are. So I did purchase a couple other companies that have some natural pigments that I'm going to be using for the Book of Shadows, but I wanted to have this palette too because it's still natural, uses natural ingredients, earth ingredients, non-toxic, and all that stuff, and has this, you know, sort of natural aesthetic with the wooden palette, but it has the brighter colors, which a lot of those other ones that are based on natural stones, they don't have these like really bright colors. So this will be my bright color palette. Just blend that out. Okay, and now I think we're ready for this one is called Topaz Lake. Ooh, I love this one. This is like a, what are they called? What's that called? You can blend it out like that. And then here's the little cap. I'm going to remove some of the color here so you can read the name. Otherwise, it's pretty opaque. You can't really see that. So I'm just going to remove it from the name. Okay, and there you have it. That's my Beam palette. Beam Paints palette. It's basically almost dry, so I'm gonna hold it up and show you guys how it came out. I think it came out really pretty. Let me stand up so I can see the camera and make sure everything's in focus, and then show you guys all the colors. The gold is shining very prettily. That's a pretty gold too. It's like a more pale gold, and you can see how they all combine here. This color, Great Ocean, granulates exactly the way it's supposed to. Let me see. Yeah, can you see that? Really, really pretty. And whatever it mixed with, it made it granulate as well. So that's that. And here's the little palette. Still plenty of paint left. Here's the other side. Okay. There we go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you think of this swatching style. I wanted to use the more expensive paper and the cold press sort of paper so that we could see the texture come out if there was any texture to be had. And then this is going to be going into my swatching binder. I have an 8.5 binder, and so I got this sheet down to the right size, and it's going to go right into a page protector. Thanks for joining me. Bye.